G'day viewers, well, I got this to fix for someone. Near the person who owned the store. I thought we were going to buy it, but their closest relative ended up buying it. So it's a very, very good radiogram, this one. It's a very good garrard turntable. It's like the flywheel of an engine of a manual transmission car. Bloody heavy, let it spin for ages. It's an 86 model made in England. If you want a decent turntable, stick to these. Even today, these are a damn good turntable. Needs a bit of work. I'll inspect and take all this platter off. If anything under there needs a bit of lubricated, I'll do that. Give it a once over because it hasn't been used in a long time. It needs a needle. This whole cartridge here screws off. So I'm going to find what sort of needle this thing needs to suit this cartridge. It's one of those good cartridges, this little shell that comes off here. I like that design, it's really cool. There is no needle on that at all. Both needles are completely gone. So I've got to get the data, the specs for this cartridge to get the suitable needle to fit it. It's a well balanced turntable, this one. You have to set the balance accordingly. I need a good scale though. One of those precision scales I can adjust the balance right. 78, 45, 33 and 16 RPM selector. I just took this turntable out and did the hinges up because they fell apart. This thing fell out, so I'll fix that. So all original documentation, original receipts, everything. Had the filter cap replaced at some stage. Yeah, all original receipts, original owned by someone in Gawler, South Australia. Bought this thing new. It's nice to have all that. If I just fixed the legs up, they were loose. I haven't plugged it in yet, but the dial cord's gone. The flywheel on this tuning knob has fallen off. It's not secure. I've got to fix that. Clean all these controls because I most likely will be dirty and scratchy as all buggery. Find out how this wires up. I think it's a stereo. I think it's an ordinary 2 mono jacks to get stereo. If that's the case, that's the auxiliary input for the recorder. I think. I'm not sure. That could be output though, like for cassette deck. Mono microphone, which is in there. Stereo. I think this might actually be a stereo jack. If it is, I'm just going to plug an aux cable in that, plug a Bluetooth receiver in it. If it works, then yeah, it should be very, the new owner that is, customer, will be very happy. Switch it to stereo, and that's your Bluetooth for your phone. Okay, let's pull the back off. Well, it has 4-range Magnavox, Australian-made Magnavox speakers. I'll just check these bolts here are tight, because they probably can come loose in some cases. It's a nice Magnavox speaker. Port on the bottom there, nice well-sealed cabinet. Magnavox, Australia. Made in Sydney. Magnavox, 8 picks. JMX branded cone. It's got a pair of those in it. Very nice old speakers. They come off just by the front bit there, so it's got a pair of those, but I thought it had tweeters, but it doesn't. Just ordinary regular 4-range speakers. It will still sound very nice. So let's get this thing, I'll give you a quick look at the back. It's not transistorized, even though it says in the front. 1, 2, 3, 4 valves there. Looks like it's got a... I can see some is a solid state. It's only a 4-valve set. Rectifier valve, IF, 6GW8 amplifier valves for each of the speakers. There's a mixer oscillator valve for radio. Pretty simple circuit. That's 1 speaker, 2 speaker. That's your power going to the output to the turntable. You've got a couple of wires here, which I think they're both mono. So microphone, and it's got one here. That middle one's your must be an output, like a headphone output for a tape recorder. So I think it's these top and the bottom one are your left and right channel auxiliary input. Pretty sure that's what it is. As you can see, this flywheel's fallen off. The dial string has to be redone. I'll just give it a quick power up and see what it does first. Then we'll go from there. Nice big chassis. You feel a lot of stuff on there. It's a bit of work to get it off, but nothing too hard. It's pretty easy, pretty straightforward. Let's get a power cord and do a quick test. Well, it works good. that's 1611. So I've got to tune that accordingly, which when this was made the dial did not go that high. It won't matter, but two protection monitors there, so I don't have to spray both of those. It works very good. So to get those pots cleaned, I'll take the chassis out and work on that dial streak and get all that align all that up so it corresponds correctly at least. I got the chassis out, nice thick glass dial fascia. Typical problem, the turnout had actually seized on the bearing, and when someone tried to forcibly turn the knob, the whole thing unscrewed, and that's how it come loose. This thing is seized. Ugh, I can't turn that. I just tightened that up back on the floor because it was spinning on here. Bit of heat quickly on this, that'll free it up for me. So I'll get my little spanner here, the shifter. I'll free that grease up and re-lubricate that, and that'll be fixed. Then I can re-string the dial, somehow get inside these pots and clean those up. This thing smells lovely. Been running for about 5 minutes and oh my god, that smells so good. Clean that contacts and air up, clean these pots out, and get this dial restrung. And then if I can design an adapter to go in here, even just an RCA cable that splits the left and right channels up into two separate mono jacks, I can just do that as an auxiliary jack for a Bluetooth receiver. So the customer can plug a Bluetooth receiver in it, or plug their phone in it and stream music to it. This has been replaced. That's the only thing I see it's been done. This electrolytic filter cap's been replaced. But this thing sounds very nice. Anyway, let's get this dial thing unseized. Okay, viewers, I did the dial streak, that's all done. That was an absolute bloody nightmare. The rubber securing things come off here. The dial string tends to want to come off now. Dial string sometimes jumps out of alignment because the capacitor moves as I tune it. Yeah, movement's got in there, the whole thing's bloody moving. 3 rubber grommets hold that on. Now I gotta pull this top off to get to the screw that's behind it. Behind here is a little screw. I have to probably redo that, and they look like they're all loose. So I have to run the dial string again, I think. But it looks like it goes out of here, off the pulley, around here, 2 turns on that shaft, and back up on that inside pulley, around the pointers, around this pulley, and then joins onto the bottom one to here. And it just sort of rides that. The top one comes out, goes here, to the back pulley, goes around there twice on here, then comes off that front pulley, off the pointers, off that pulley, down on the bottom groove there, which goes this way. So yeah, I have to pull all this off again to re-secure all that tuning capacitor that's moving too much. If I spray these will work good now. It all works good. That all works good now. I've lost the clip off there, so I made one a bit of wire to hold that on there. Anyway, let's get this all works good now. Bit of a nightmare, as I said, getting this dial string to work properly. Might be able to move this up more, see what's behind it. Maybe I can take this bolt out. Let's get one of those out and see in there. Might be able to get it with that. Might be able to get to the bolt. Okay, viewers, I got the dial nice and aligned. Pretty good. RM's here. That's alright, it's a little bit off, but it's touching the arts alright. 5am Renmark, that's about an hour's drive from here in South Australia, across the water. Bit of Desiree Life. Good song that. Paid a copyright and just don't appreciate it though. Anyway, no external area on that, it's just this one. The internal one, it's got this other one here, which looks like you can use it, but they've just tied it off. Don't really need it. Who needs that? It's working very well. With those crappy Philips speakers, this thing sounds really good. I fixed up that rubber mount, had to super glue it, and that worked really well. Then I had to use a bit of lube. Man, was it annoying. Just hard to get those bloody brass screws that are a stupid size, they slip. But that paid off. That works very reliably now. The dial string works good. I got some agate here, wood glue on there just to set that so they don't move. That's all run nice and good now, that's all straight. The controls are clean. Everything works good, nice and quiet, no scratchiness. Just dust it out, put the chassis back in, and that bit's fixed. And all I gotta do is just get a needle for this turntable and check the cartridge and that too while I'm at it. Make sure the cartridge is good, and you fix this accordingly. That is a very nice turntable, I like that. A garrard. That fucking bloody clip. Yeah, that clip's a bit off, isn't it? I gotta fix that, that's not a lot of damage. I'll pull this platter off and inspect the idler and everything under there, make sure it's all in case it's been left in gear, there's a big divot in it. That might be a bit of a challenge to fix, but pretty easy, nothing too hard. 6AC4, 6GV8, 6GV8 or something, 6GW something. That's the rectifier valve. Mullard made in Australia. Oh, that smells so good. I think it's 6GW8, I think they are. Audio output valves. I've smeared the markings off them, unfortunately. I can't see if is a transistor in here. Maybe it's semi-hybrid, but I don't think so. I don't see a transistor in there at all. It's only got that valve there for the mixer oscillator. So it's just a simple little 4-valve set. But normally if it was mono, it'd be 3-valve. You've got 1 valve for each of the speakers, each transformer there. And it's got this valve, a simplified mixer oscillator, 12AX7, which I think is I think that's an IF amplifier and a mixer oscillator valve. I think I've got to revise my valve knowledge here. Pretty sure it is, because otherwise there'll be an extra valve here for the IF amplification, an extra one for the oscillator. So I'm going to do 2. Oh, that smells so damn good. Anyway, this is part 1, so the radio's fixed. The dial works good now. That's all about unseized and re-lubricated. Works brilliantly, so... Anyway, that'll be enough for now. Thanks for watching.